Welcome everybody. Welcome to Maddie Talks. My name is Lisette, and on today's show, we will be discussing one important topic that is, discussed on an everyday, by parents and even in school, and that being public shaming. We will also be discussing the book, So You've Been Publicly Shamed by John Ronson. Along with that, we will be having two special guests, one being my dear friend, Yvette, who is actually married to the one and only George Clooney and has two amazing daughters. And we're going to be hearing about her take on this. With that being said, please do not move because we will be right back. Hi, welcome Yvette. Thank you for being here. So, one, I appreciate you waking up early and being here with us. I know that was a struggle, especially because you have two young ones, right?
Yes, I do.
How old are they?
They are 13 and 11.
Wow, nice. Okay, so we're here to discuss the public shaming and your take on it as a parent and what you think. How is it? Do your daughters have phones? Are they on social media?
They are both on social media, and that is actually something that I always worry about, because since you see all these girls being publicly shamed, not just because of sending nude pictures, but of their body, the way they look, and I don't want them to be exposed to that type of shaming.
Yeah, because there is this, perfection, right? There is this picture of a girl who is seen by many as perfect, and so then girls try and become that, and so that becomes pressure. And
they are expected to look a certain way, and they think they have to look that way, and they don't think well of themselves.
Right. Yeah, I completely agree, and I think that that's extremely important for a parent to know, especially if their children are active on social media and all that. Just a few weeks ago, I saw this girl. She was only 12, and she was getting bashed for sending a nude and then it being exposed, and I think that's completely unfair because one, the poor girl is not old enough to know right from wrong, and it's just sad to see all these 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, even mothers shaming this girl. And I mean, picture that girl as your daughter. I mean, hello, right? That is horrible. And for some reason we see this with just girls. We see this on the girl side, because now, if it was a guy, on the other hand, it would be completely different.
Nobody would care.
Yeah.
Nobody would mind it. It's okay. Guys send pictures.
So, yeah, we definitely see a bias there.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, have you read the book, So You've Been Publicly Shamed?
I actually have.
Yeah, right? A good book. Interesting and everything.
Yeah.
And one of the examples that John Ronson brings up in the book, we were just talking about it in the makeup room actually, is the one of Adria Richards, who exposes two guys on her Twitter account. And then, one of the guys ends up getting fired, getting his job back eventually, and she ends up jobless, right? For exposing, these people's, these two guys' negative comments. And that was an interesting one that I found, in the book, because it shows how people can be so biased towards a woman, yet again, nothing happens to the male. So now, going back to the audience, we would like to hear things that you guys would like to say. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi Sarah, welcome to Maddie Talks. What is your take on this subject, and what are some things you have to say to the audience?
So I read the book, and
so you're a big fan, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
John
and then I found chapter 6 to be really interesting, specifically, and also specifically the character Mercedes, because she is an avid 4chan user, so she's basically a troll. And so when she was just going into depth about like the divide and how like for women, to degrade women, they usually bring up rape comments, which is what a lot of what Adria Richards got. And then for men, to degrade men, you make them lose their job, because men are supposed to be the breadwinners of the family, and stuff. So that was just an interesting thing to see.
Even see that with other artists like Taylor Swift, right? We saw her getting bashed and being called a slut for just going out and dating. I mean, I don't think that's fair, just because she's a woman, right? And we're seeing that mostly within women, that they're being shamed, especially if they're in the, public eye. They will be shamed for stupid, things that just a woman in general will do. Going out and date, I don't think it's something bad. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank
I
you for having
appreciate
me.
it. Thank you. And with that being said, we're wrapping it up because I have to go to class. I'm here at CSEN, so let's get it together. Goodbye.